Hi, and welcome to Art Inspiration with VKH. I'm Veronica, the V in the VKH. I have been an amateur artist for 4 years, the last 2 years focusing on watercolor. And I have been a teacher and I work in education for the last 24 years. So I love teaching and I love art. So welcome to my channel and welcome to Art with me. Okay, so today I'm going to continue my kind of sky series that I've started. And we're going to do this mock-up I did the other day of this is a winter scene. Usually when you think of winter, you think of a lot of white, but this is blues and a little bit of a cobalty purpley blue with a sunset sky. I did not have tape with me when I was painting yesterday, where I was painting, and so you can see I didn't have the border and it didn't lay flat like most of my prints do, but that's okay because we're going to do that today. Just FYI, this is, I love to put everything on a board. This is a recycled board from my paper set. And then this is a piece of 9.5 paper cut in half. And I've used my 1-inch tape, but I put a 1/2 inch border around it instead of an inch so I could have a little bit more surface area. Okay, I have my 2 water cups, clean and dirty. And then what I have done is I've activated, I'm using my water 2 paints and my cake paint set, and I'm activating this cobalt blue. I need that, which is a purpley blue. I have a light pale blue. I need that. I'm going to use this turquoisey light blue. And then I have a peachy pink, which I may add a little tiny bit more yellow to get a little bit more peach out of that. And I've got another type of blue over here and another paler pink over here. And I've got this beautiful Naples yellow right here, which I'm using. And then I kind of have a gray green, a gray greeny blue over here, which I'm using. And then the last one I will use is called Payne's Gray. It's on the other side of my set. I'll turn it around when it is time for that. Okay, I'm only using these 2 brushes today. This one has a lovely angled tip to it and a nice wide brush, and then this thin one for some detail work later on today. And I don't think we've talked yet about making sure you're signing your work. So you always sign in the bottom right corner. I like to use a felt tip pen for that. Okay, I'm not doing wet on wet today. I'm doing wet on dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to do these sweeping strokes for the sky, and then we'll blend it all together. So dip my brush in the clean water. I'm going to start with pink, and I'm going to do a little bit in the corner. And then I'm going to just do some sweeping pink strokes across the sky. And then I'm going to come in here with the peach and maybe add a little bit of that peach to it. And we'll do some blending a little bit later, and I might even use a darker pink later. Okay, and now I'm going to do some of that pale blue at the top. Do some down here, maybe some over here. I'm going to switch to the turquoisey blue. Oops, I need some more. And then I'm going to do some yellow. And then we're going to dry it and blend it later so we can see what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for now and see what happens. Come back later and we'll blend it. I have a different drying technique that we're going to also try today. Okay, and now we're going to do some of this bottom part, which is getting the winter snow. So now I'm going to take the tip of my angled brush and I'm going to dip it directly into the cobalt blue, which is in my cake set over there. And this is where I'm going to do like almost like, oh, they're sledding down a hill. Cute. And then you could sled down this hill. And then you could sled down that hill. And then I'm going to come back to that beautiful turquoise, that light turquoise, and just do like a little mound of snow. Another mound of snow coming down. And then draw it down just like that. Okay, I'm going to need this to dry so I can add to it. I'm going to show you a different drying technique today. Hopefully everybody has a blow dryer. You put it on the lowest setting. Not terribly close up, and you're just going to blow dry. So I'm going to do that, blow dry this, and we'll come back and we'll continue on. Okay, I'm done blow drying. You don't have to blow dry, but I do find that it kind of speeds the process along. You can let it air dry though if you don't have a hair dryer. Okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add a little bit more pink and peach to my pinks. In fact, I'm gonna make a little bit more peach. I need this to be peachier, so I'm gonna get this a little darker, and then I'm going to mix it with some of my beautiful Naples yellow. Ooh, yeah. There we go. And I'm going to just start adding this to my paper. And I'm just going to sweep it across. Maybe a little bit more yellow. I'm going to add a touch of the turquoisey blue because I really want to be able to see that. Mix that up a little bit more. Okay, and now I'm just going to go some clean water, just sweep it. I think it's going to need a little bit more pink to darken it. Maybe not though. Maybe we like it just this way. The water, the clear, clean water allows it to blend, takes away any lines that I don't want. Also allows you to lift if you want. You don't like the way something is looking. A little darker in that center. Oh yeah, there we go. Love it. It's looking gorgeous. Okay, gonna let that dry again. And I'm gonna come down to my cute little winter scene. I'm gonna use this green, and I'm gonna do some a little bit more lines coming down. Go back to that cobalt. And again, take some water, mix it, just paint the water on, spreads everything out lovely. And you can make your snow right away. It's totally up to you. I am thrilled with that. So I'm going to let that, I'm going to blow dry it, and we're going to come back and finish it. Okay, so I finished blow drying a second time. How do I know when it's dry? When it's not wet, obviously. I can't see any puddles, but also when it's not cold to the touch. Okay, you can see that it's kind of been a little bit blotchy on me. So I'm going to fix that by going back. I'm going to again go back into my peachy pink because that's the predominant color I want. But maybe I do need to add a little bit more blue. Maybe I need to add this cerulean, which is why I activated it in the first place. And so I'm going to just go in and just anything that I feel like isn't blended, looks a little splotchy, I'm just going to come back either with some color or maybe just with water. You don't want to do this too many times because it will start to tear the paper because we really are saturating this. I need a little bit more pink right there. And you know what? If it ends up looking splotchy, doesn't matter. Okay, one more quick little blow dry along the ridge line because that's where I'm going to add a couple of the trees. I can let the top dry organically. Okay, so now I'm going to switch my tray around because on the other side I have this gray, it's called Payne's Gray. Let's make sure it's nice and ready to go. And I'm going to use this thin brush and I'm going to try to do these little trees. So you dip. I like to take off any excess water and then just a little bit. And I'm going to try to be light-handed with this. So it might be really light at first, and that's okay. I'm just building a tree. Very light strokes. Because I can always add, it's harder to take away. Especially in the details. A finer hand is way better. Cute. And I'm going to start to build on that. And to do that, I think about like, okay, if you were doing a Christmas tree, kind of make your branches look almost like a pine tree. And I do that. To do that, I just tap my little branches. I can fill it in with some more little branches. So cute. Tap, 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 tap. Almost like you're making a Christmas tree. Sweet branches. You could make this more of a rounded tree. You could make it more triangular shape, whatever you want. You could make it bare like a Charlie Brown tree. Okay, and then I'm going to do a couple of smaller ones over here. Okay, little dots. This tree got a little bit messy, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. You can just fix it. No big deal. And then you could leave it like that so it's very lovely and Christmassy and beautiful. You could also come over it. You could do a blue over your tree. You could do another little coat of the gray to darken it up. Let's see what would happen if I tried a little blue. This is indigo. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, pretty. Cute. Kind of reflects what the snow is doing. Add a few blue drops, dots, a few boughs. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, I still see a few more of these up at the top. I gotta blend that out of there. But otherwise, I think it looks amazing. It was a quick, really easy one. And then I'll show you, I'll take off a little bit of the edge. So I've been recycling my tape, this is why maybe it's not the best idea. You are gonna have some spillage, but actually it looks really pretty, so I don't mind at all. And then this would be a beautiful card to frame, or you could give it away as a present. Cute. I hope you had fun.